Beatrice! Last time, a lot of stuff happened that was...
We wanted to kill
nothing
ourselves.
happened, actually. Nothing happened last time, and it was so fucking boring. This time, it's gonna be so fucking boring, and I read first.
Is it? Or I thought it was me.
No,
I just read, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to read the author's note to see if it was good.
I don't want to read the author's note anymore.
Well, I don't know. It says something, so...
Okay. Hello, friends. I apologize for how long it took to get this chapter out, but I have good news. Starting tonight, I will be taking a beginning writer's course at the local community college.
I thought women weren't supposed to have... Yeah.
Let's say, through all the hate from evolutionists, feminists, and romanists.
Imagine being a woman and hating feminists.
Like, fuck off. There's been some legitimate criticism of my writing skills. My mother did her best, and she certainly did teach me a lot, but grammar was not her area of expertise. She's like, Mom, you are fucking illiterate.
Did she not go to fucking school?
I know, like, bitch.
Is that what that means? Was she homeschooled? Because that would explain a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's taken some convincing. The hubby wasn't sure I'd have time to get everything done if I started taking this class, but I've written up a schedule, and I think we can make it work. Here we go. Here's the story. 1 week into the school year, Harry was gradually starting to get used to the everyday routines at Hogwarts. There was breakfast in the Great Hall every morning, and then there was a prayer session led by the Reverend. The Slytherins went off to have their own prayer sessions in their own way, and the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws...
You know, I'm kind of curious, what the fuck did they even do? Like, do they learn anything, or do they just, like... Is it kind of like Catholic school, where they're just like, God, 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 God?
I feel like they explore each other's bodies. That's what they do. They're
And do you think they separate the fucking classrooms between boys and girls because girls are less than men?
Joke's on them. That's gonna cause a lot of homosexuals. Like me. Ew. I don't know what that was. I'm scared.
Like me.
Like me. There was a prayer session. The Slytherins wanted to have their own prayer sessions. And the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws prayed with the Gryffindors. But the Hufflepuffs complained about the Reverend quoting the Bible. And the Ravenclaws complained that the Reverend didn't seem to really hate sinners. He just hated sin. After the prayer session, the little ones all went to them. I'm so fucking sick of this bitch calling them little ones. They're not two. It's just creepy. Like, hey, little ones.
How old do they have to be for you to stop calling them little ones? Because isn't Harry like
out of the
11?
womb? Out of the fucking womb.
Well,
That's
like,
so gross.
Because isn't Harry like fucking 11 years old in this? Or, well, I guess she didn't necessarily state an age, but like in the like books, he's like 11 at the beginning or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The little ones all went to their classes. There were regular math and English classes. I love how she's like, I need to add school into it because I'm going to school now. English classes, of course, although they were of a higher caliber than one would find in a public school.
Are they? Because I would think the opposite.
And then there were Bible studies and Christian history. After that was lunch in the Great Hall. After lunch were more classes about American history and constitutional law and missionary training. Ooh, gross. They're like, missionary is like this.
Have you ever read the Poisonwood Bible?
No.
Oh my god, girl, you need to.
What is it?
Can I explain it to you?
After the podcast.
Okay, well, like, it has to do with, what are they called? What is it? Missionary work. Mm-hmm. That's what the whole book is about. And, and it's about how, like, I'll explain it to you after. It's a really good book, and I think you would like it.
I might read it after this. Okay. Missionary training. After these classes, they had dinner. It was such... Was that you shaking the car? I got scared. I thought someone was, like, shaking our car and trying to break it.
Like...
It was such a fun dinner that Harry was eating now. I'm just, like, honestly not even reading it verbatim. I'm just, like, kind of summarizing it.
I read it verbatim.
I was, and now I'm like, I won't do this anymore. He was sitting with his new friends, Hermione, Ronald, and Dean Thomas.
I wonder which... is Hermione not in anything? Because it didn't really tell us what house she was in.
I'm assuming she's in Gryffindor, because Harry likes being her friend.
Well, I'm assuming so too, but, like, it never actually said it, though.
Yeah. This food certainly is delicious, Harry observed gratefully, and he was savoring a bite of perfectly roasted chicken. It really is, Dean Thomas concurred intelligently. It really is.
It really is.
It really is. He was dressed quite respectably today, so he wasn't dressed respectably the other days.
I wonder if she's changed. Okay, so I think Dean Thomas in the actual books is, like, I think African American.
Or
I think
maybe.
Because I think he dates Jenny. Ginny.
Imagine if she changed him to white.
Well, that's what
really
I said. I was like, I wonder if they changed him to be white.
Oh, that would be so bad. Dean Thomas concurred. He was wearing a button-up shirt and clean blue jeans, and his hair was neatly combed. Hermione nodded in agreement, and the old bow she had tied her hair back with bounced up and down.
Why the hell is her bow just...
Boom, boom, boom. Ronald grinned widely, but remained silent as he shoved another handful of deep-fried Brussels sprouts into his little mouth. I hated that.
Why did you have to give me that description? Shoving
little
Brussels
mouth.
sprouts in his mouth.
Into his little mouth. I'm gonna kill myself. Ronald ate breakfast and lunch with his family, but he was eating more and more dinners with these Gryffindor friends of his. It never ceased to amaze him just how nice they were to him, even though he wore a different hat. A little unconditional friendship can really go a long way in a person's heart. It was so fucking corny. It was then that a bunch of beautiful people with wings, wearing glowing white robes.
Well, I mean, okay, I will say that that's kind of like a good lesson, I guess, that, like, you can be friends with people that aren't the same as you.
Yeah, but then it's, like, also... Yeah, but it's also, like, being like, ew, you think differently than me.
Because, I mean, in real life, I have a friend, and I'm not going to name her, but, like, she's, like, a Christian. Mm-hmm. She grew up that way. She still is. Mm-hmm. But, like, she cracks me up. Because, like, we're friends, and, you know, like, I'm literally totally the opposite from religious, you know? Mm-hmm. And we get along so well. Love talking to her. See her all the time. She's not here right now because she doesn't do summer courses. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I talk to her all the time during, like, spring and stuff. And, like, I go hang out with her or whatever. And she always says, she's like, I'm... Because she's one of, like, the good people. Because, like, I'll say, like, you know, I'll be like, I hate Christians. But, like, there's a certain demographic that I don't like. If that makes sense. And so, like, and she's not like that, because she's like, honestly, she's like, I don't care what you believe. She's like, I like being your friend. Like, it shouldn't fucking matter. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal that we're friends. Mm-hmm. And then, like, she hates, she always says, she's like, I hate Christians too. Because she doesn't like it when people, like, say, like, other people are going to go to hell. She doesn't like when people would do that. She doesn't like it when people are like, you should believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. She's like, I don't like it when people do that. Because, you know, you shouldn't be trying to push your shit on other people. Mm-hmm. And I love her for that, and I respect her for that. So, she's great. She makes me jewelry all the time, and then gives it. She made me a dinosaur bracelet, and then she made me a butterfly necklace. Nice. I love her.
It was then the bunch of beautiful people with wings, wearing glowing white robes, swooped in through the great hall's huge windows.
I really want to touch the hole on your shirt.
Okay, so we're playing Don't Touch Me, starting now. And the game is including you. So, do you want to know the rules of the game? The rules are, don't fucking touch me, bitch! Don't touch my knees! Finger fucking the hole in my shirt.
That is not what I did, I just touched it.
I don't like being touched. Have you seen that Family Guy thing where he's like, I don't like being touched? And he throws Meg through a window.
No.
It's awesome. Anyways, it was then that a bunch of beautiful people with wings wearing white robes swooped into the great hall's huge windows. Yellow halos hovered over their heads, and they wore brown leather satchels around thetheir shoulders. They gracefully reached into their satchels and gloriously flung envelopes down to the students below. So they're like angels, and they're like, whoopoo, whoopoo, whoopoo. Ow, fuck. Imagine they're like, this one's kind of heavy. They died.
That sounded like that hurt.
It did a little. The mail's here, Dean Thomas observed accurately. And
accurately? Is he fucking stupid?
Like, duh, it's here. Dean Thomas observed accurately, and he shielded his eyes with his hand as he gazed up in wonder. Harry propped his chin up on his hand and dreamily watched these magnificent postmen distribute their wares. He did so love to look at angels. He looked at their bicep. I'm kidding, that's not there.
I'm about to say, Harry, I think you need to have a conversation here.
He was surprised when a letter fluttered down to him, and it landed like...
I like how they made them angels instead of fucking owls.
I know, they're like, la la la. Imagine if...
Mr. Krabs!
Singing your butt!
You know that SpongeBob episode I'm thinking of where he's like he has angel wings? He's like,
yes.
Mr. Krabs!
I'm just imagining instead of like, because you know how owls shit a lot? Yeah. I'm imagining they're like, ew, the bird shit. And like, oh, it's just a bird. It's like that, but with the angels. So the angels shit on someone's head, and they're like, oh, god damn it. The angels shit
I thought you were going to say like they piss holy water and shit holy water, and so it's just like...
shit holy water, shitty diarrhea water. It landed lightly on the table in front of him. He had never gotten a letter before. He smiled innocently at the angel who had delivered it, and the angel waved back. "Would you look at that?" Dean Thomas uttered fluently. "You got a letter, Harry." With excited hands, Harry broke the seal and took out the parchment that was inside the envelope. He laid it out on the table and saw the familiar slanting, tidy writing. "Dear Harry, how are you enjoying your first week of Hogwarts? I hope you are enjoying it a lot. How about you come over for tea this evening after dinner? You can tell me all about it."
Who?
Hagrid said
Oh,
that to Harry.
Hagrid, okay.
Harry smiled as he folded the letter and put it back in his envelope. Good old Hagrid. "What does it say, Harry?" Hermione questioned shyly. And she...
Bitch, you can't fucking read.
No, let's see. "What does it say, Harry?" Hermione questioned shyly as she played with one of her smooth, lovely curls. "Hagrid wants me to come over for tea," Harry reported excitedly. "Would you all like to join me?" "Motherfucker, he invited you. He didn't invite your bitch-ass friends. First of all, Harry." "I'd love to," Hermione replied sweetly. "That sounds like fun," Dean Thomas responded eloquently. "Could I come?" Ronald asked tentatively, after he had swallowed his Brussels sprouts. Harry, Hermione, and Dean Thomas.
We have read so much bad stuff that we're like...
"Come."
We're like, woo.
Harry, Hermione, and Dean Thomas exchanged a knowing look. But then Harry answered kindly, "Of course you can." Ronald smiled gratefully before going back to his Brussels sprouts. When dinner was finished, Harry got to his feet.
How many fucking Brussels sprouts does he have?
Too damn many.
Because he just...
When dinner finished, Harry got to his feet and he declared boldly, "Let's go." Yay, in a chapter, your turn.
Did you change it already?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
We're looking to see if the author's note is interesting this time.
Okay, I'm going to read the author's note because this is exactly the shit I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Hello, friends. Sorry this chapter took so long to post, but the instructor of my new writing class was kind enough to proofread it. I didn't take all of his suggestions.
Of course you didn't.
But I liked most of them, and I hope the wait was worth it. Oh, another few good intended but misguided readers have expressed concern about my asking my husband's permission to take a class. Friends, it is not long ago that I would have thought the same thing. Culture told me that wifely submission was demeaning, and I believed it. All I will say is this. Read created to be his helpmate by Debbie Pearl. Life and marriage changer." So basically they're like, "Did you ask your husband if you could do that?" And she's like, "I thought it was demeaning, but now I love it. That I have to ask his permission to do anything."
That's gross.
Imagine having to ask your husband permission to go take a shit.
"Husband, can I go take a fat dump?" "Yeah, no, you can't."
This is reminding me of that one Reddit story. It's actually really interesting. You want to hear it?
A little bit.
Okay, there was this kid that it was the thing was like, what's something that you thought was normal until you grew up, and it's gonna sound really weird. But so they said when they were a kid, like their mom would make them put a butt plug up their butt, and they'd have to take it out to poop and then put it back in. And basically, so they said that like they thought it was a normal thing, and then they were like a little kid, and then listen, so they went to school, okay, and they accidentally fucking lost it. like accidentally, like it felt like flushed it down the toilet or something. And so then they were screaming to the teacher because they thought everyone had one. Like they thought it was a normal thing because they were a young kid. And so the teacher was like, "I need you to explain." And so then they went to the office and they told them to tell the story.
"Where's my butt plug?"
Yeah, right. Because they called it a poop plug. That's what they called it. And so, so obviously, Child Protective Services came, obviously, and the police. And basically, they said, like, you know, because they're grown up now, they said that their mom was fucking schizophrenic. Mm-hmm. And she thought that, like, the demons were gonna, like, take their soul out from, like, up through their ass. and so they made them wear it. So that they wouldn't, like...
That's fucked up. That's deranged.
And so they were like, I was, like, you know, placed with my grandmother or
that
something
mom
like that.
definitely wrote this part.
But yeah, like, and I was like, that's fucking wild.
Oh my god.
Sorry, but that one's funny. Hagrid lived in a lovely little house on the edge of the Hogwarts campus. The little ones arrived right on time, and the delicious smell of tea and cookies was wafting outside.
This feels like Hansel and Gretel.
I was gonna say it's like, ooh, you want a cookie? You want to get in my van? Ooh.
You want to get in my van?
Smiling in anticipation, they knocked on the door. Hagrid opened the door and beamed down at them. "Welcome, Harry. I'm so glad you could come. And you brought friends." He's like, oh.
He's like, oh, god damn.
Or he's like, oh.
He's like, oh, more.
Indeed I did, Harry said, and gestured to the upstanding young fellow to his left. This is Dean Thomas, a Gryffindor hat.
He's gonna be like, can you clean the oven? Can you get in the oven while you're cleaning it?
Do you think that, like, he's gonna see that Ron's there, and he's gonna be like, get that dirty ass Slytherin out of here. Anyway.
Get that dirty ass out of here.
Pleased to meet you, Dean Thomas said intelligently.
Okay, so if Dean Thomas is, like, a person of color, I'm wondering if she's, like, trying to, like... It's weird to me that she's only saying this when Dean Thomas talks. She's not like Harry said eloquently. It's only when Dean Thomas talks. I'm wondering if she's, like, shitting on, like, Ov. I don't know.
It is kind of weird that every time she brings him up, that she talks about him being intelligent or anything like that.
It's like, okay, so...
And I think he is. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Yes.
So...
in the books, yes.
It's just a little weird, and I'm like... Why is it only when she's talking about Dean Thomas that she suddenly mentions it? It feels a little racist.
I know. It kind of does. Because, I mean, I thought about that too. But, like, it's just that every time he comes back up, they keep talking about how smart he is.
And I'm like, okay.
And it's like, are we supposed to think that he's not smart?
Because he's, like, a person of color? Like, what's going on?
Which, I mean, they never state, like...
That he... yeah.
But, I mean, like, why would you state that? But, I mean, like, also, like... The fact that when you know what you know, and they keep saying that over and over again, it does come off as racist.
A little weird.
Hagrid smiled at the little one, impressed. This is Hermione, another Gryffindor hat, Harry said, motioning toward the girl to his right. Hermione smiled shyly and waved. Charmed, Hagrid waved back. And this is Ronald, Harry said.
Harry shit?
I was going to say Harry shed.
Harry shit. This is Ronald. Harry shit all over that floor.
No, I said shed. Like hair.
It sounds like shit. Harry shit on that carpet.
Ronald looked up sheepishly from where he stood behind the trio. He could sense that Hagrid was truly a man of the Lord, in a way that no one in his family, or perhaps the entire Slytherin hat, was. To be in the presence of such a piety was humbling for a little one such as this. Hagrid noticed the green and black hat but didn't comment. Instead, with true mercy and compassion, he opened the door wide to all of them. Glad to meet all of you. Please come in. The four little ones filed in. Filed.
Pedophile.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh no.
Hagrid's a pedophile.
The inside of Hagrid's house was tastefully decorated. The curtains were plaid. The walls were wood. That sounds so fucking
That sounds so fucking boring.
That sounds so fucking ugly. Who the fuck has plaid curtains with a wood wall?
Hagrid apparently gross.
And a bare rug covered the floor in front of the fireplace. Of course they did.
A rugged man of
Wait a minute. I just thought about something. Okay, didn't he have a dog in the books? What was his dog's name?
Fluffy.
I thought his name was Bear, because he had...
Maybe it's named Bear. I don't think this person thought that deeply.
Well, I know, but, like, Fluffy was the dog that was guarding the thing, but then he had another dog, remember that they take him into the forest? Mm-hmm. And I think his name's Bear, but he's, like, a big, like, he's a wimp or something.
Yeah,
like,
something
anyway,
like
okay, mounted above the mantelpiece, in a place of pride for all to see, was a moose's head. The oaken table in the center of the kitchen was set for 5, and the kettle on the stove was just starting to sing. This is a nice place you have, Harry commented. It really is, Dean Thomas said intelligently. Okay. Hagrid grinned with pride. Thank you. I live by John 15:19, of course, but I do try to keep it tidy.
Imagine the Bible verse is like, you must have plaid curtains and shitty wood walls.
It says the John thing down here, but I don't even know if I understand what it says. It says, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Okay, so that is schizophrenic rambling.
That doesn't make any sense.
That was stupid as fuck.
Basically, it's just like, that. I guess that he just wants his house to be nice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Harry, Dean, Thomas, and Hermione nodded knowingly. In a few minutes, they were all seated at the table while Hagrid passed out his famous chocolate chip cookies. They munched on the delicious morsels as Hagrid poured the tea. "How's school going?" Hagrid asked. Sorry. "Quite well," Harry replied. Just then the timer buzzed. "More cookies!" the little ones cried in delight as Hagrid got up to get them. While Hagrid was getting the cookies, Harry's eyes fell on a newspaper Hagrid had left open. The headline on the front page read, "Voldemort spotted at Hogwarts." Dun, dun, dun. "Would you look at that?" Dean Thomas murmured observantly, picking up the paper and scanning it. It sounds like they keep saying it as if he's really stupid and we don't expect him to be smart.
It's making me fucking mad.
As he read, he whispered the article's terrible words. "Voldemort was spotted by several students yesterday at Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. This is the man who was trying to put a bill through Congress to stop Christians from practicing their beliefs. If passed, homeschooling will be illegal."
She was fucking homeschooled. We clocked up.
I was saying, it sounds like she was, when she said that her mother taught her, it made me obviously think that she was probably homeschooled and not let go to public school, because people that tend to believe things like this don't let their kids go to public school because then they think their kids will be like...
indoctrinated.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, imagine them taking a science class. They'd lose their fucking mind because they have to teach evolution.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, there was like we had a science teacher at my school that like wouldn't talk about it really, but there was one that I loved and she taught it all the time. She's like, "I don't care if you do or don't believe in it, but I'm going to teach it to you anyway because it's a theory."
Yeah.
And I think she actually liked it. Like she loved teaching science. If I ever did become a teacher, I think I would teach science because evolution is like one of my favorite things.
Sorry, I just thought of something because I kind of go take a shit after we record this. I just thought about when people are about to, they need to take a shit and they're like, it's turtlenecking, which means they're means the shit's coming out of their ass like a turtle head comes out of a shell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you ever heard of turtle head poking? That's what that means. You've never heard of that?
No.
Okay, so
here's the fun aspect of this show. It's sort of some back road fuck ass terms that Maddie and her family uses, and nobody knows what it is.
Okay,
She's like, "What do you mean you don't know beans on a crawfish?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, never had that. But no, like, that they call that a turtle head poking, where it's like you have to shit, but it's like it won't come out all the way, but it's like you have to shit, so you have to go to the bathroom. It's called a turtle head poking, because it's poking out.
That's so gross. That's so funny.
And then there's another, or I don't know, I'm trying to think. Sometimes I'll say that, and then Brandon's like, "What do you mean by that?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, because I would just think it's like a normal thing that people would know, especially living in a place like this. But
you're like, "It's harder than a witch's titty in here." To be fair, my grandma has said that. She says it's colder than a witch's titty outside.
There is a really bad one that my dad likes to say. I don't know if you want to hear it, though. It has a slur in it.
So...
but it's a gay slur.
Okay, so we can say faggot, because we're in the community.
Okay, so...
well, I gotta preface this, because these viewers can be like, "They said the fag word." We are both in the fucking community. It's fine. It's fine. We can say the faggot word.
It's just a term that, like, my dad, like, has been taught, and, like, they know. But it's the way that it's said, it does sound very bad. Mm-hmm. Because it's like shaking worse than a faggot at a weenie roast. That's what that one is.
Damn, that one's like vicious.
It is. That's
like not even one where you can be like haha.
That one's bad.
That was just like.
That one's bad, yeah.
It's like vicious. Like that is like a fight. Like the teeth are out.
It is. That's one that my dad will say sometimes.
It's like shaking like a faggot.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is. I hate your father. I hate him. We're gonna keep reading, y'all. Sorry about that tangent.
If you want to cut it out, you can. But...
I'm not going to. I like leaving some shit in. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. Christians will be put in jail just because homeschooling is illegal. Does not.
The way that's not ever gonna happen.
Maybe even killed, unless they say the Bible says that what Voldemort wants it to say. Saying Merry Christmas or hanging up the 10 Commandments will put you in a re-education program.
This is so dumb.
This is starting to sound like
a little Trumpy.
I know. I kind of thought about that too. When Dean Thomas was finished, Hermione burst into tears. Harry gave her an innocent, friendly pat. It says innocent, but he's like
Which means he went...
No!
Okay, let's keep reading.
How could anyone be so angry at God? Hermione sobbed. I don't know, Harry declared tentatively. He's a horrible person. Dean Thomas nodded sagely.
I need her to fuck off so hard.
And muttered to himself in disgust. First they try to change the Pledge of Allegiance. Now they don't want us to be Christians. Next they'll be killing us all. It's a bad time to be a true Christian in America. They're not even in America.
They want to be...
Why did they make this into being in America?
They want to be marginalized so fucking bad.
I know. I hate it when people want to be like Christians or people hate Christians. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason.
There's a fucking reason, bitch.
Ronald sat in guilty silence as he watched his new friends fearing for the future. Why does it say
Ron?
Why does it say guilty silence? That sounds bad. That sounds like there's something written on the wall right here and I'm seeing it happen in real time. He was beginning to wonder just what sort of how it was that he had chosen.
The thing that's written on the wall is Ronald just saying hi, but it's like written in his own shit.
We only have like 4 chapters left, and
Thank
that's over.
God! No, I'm imagining Ron. It's like the writing's on the wall, and the writing is just him saying hi in his own shit. He's like, boop.
It's holy water, remember?
No, it's shit.
Holy piss.
No, it's shit. It's liquid shit.
Bye, guys.
Wait, we're not... Is that the end of the chapter?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought we had more.
That's the
That's the end. Anyways, we're gonna go write with our own shit. Bye.